Well, hello. You ready to do something? Want to have a little crafting fun? Maybe make a card or two? I have so much to share. Let's get on with it. Welcome to Fun University. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn. Welcome to Fun University. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn. I'm Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette. But this is Craft Roulette's follow-up show, which we do a little bit of teaching, talk about what happened on Friday. And still we don't sell anything, but we still have a good time, don't we? Yes, we do. I was chatting with you guys in the little bit before, and now I am absolutely famished for a biscuit. But that's okay. We'll be all right. If you don't know what Craft Roulette is, it is the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we do it live every Friday evening at 6:30 Central Time or Central Daylight Time over on our sister channel, YouTube Craft Roulette. And then this is Fun University. If you don't know what Fun University is, we do all sorts of follow-up from last week's Craft Roulette. Which is, it just kind of fits and works together, doesn't it? I think it's going great guns. I like it a lot. Yes, my shirt. The new shirt version, the Craft Roulette's not quite in the crease, but it's a little higher. So, great fun. But yes, I like it's colorful all the way around. I like it too. And it's a little bit fuzzy. So it's warm. So by the end of the evening, I will be going, why'd I wear this shirt? But I'm glad I have it right now because my toes are cold, my fingers are cold, and I'm okay. Anyway, so we had Craft Roulette 135 last Friday with Monica Taylor. Taylor made cards for you. She was a great guest. I thought she was going to leave when we got Sheets, but Sheets has turned out to be a fabulous parameter. I'm not going to explain what Craft Roulette is. You guys can go over, if you're new here, you can go over and find out yourself. But what we're going to do tonight is mail call. So we got to get going here. And then we're going to review some of the cards that you have sent in digitally to our gallery, which is all seen on craftroulette.live. And then we're going to play a game of Guess Who? Scavenger Hunt. And that is going to be a card that I will recreate that is in the gallery. It may not be exactly the same. It may be sort of the same. And you guys get to guess what card I'm making based on the cards from the gallery. And it's not that easy. It's open book, but there's 128, I think right now, 128 cards that you're going to get to choose from. So we'll talk more about that when we get to it, but it's all great fun. So we do want to say thank you to our spin sponsors this October. You've been giving away loads and loads of great prizes to our viewers who send in cards, and then we randomly choose a winner. We've had Sweet Nova. Let me show you some of the. Let's see. Where is this? Where is this? Am I not muted? I'm not muted any longer. I was playing with the buttons. I hit the wrong one. Okay, so anyway, this is an iCrafter. I think I'm better. Okay, this is an iCrafter die that I used to make this little Kerwin card with a mask, and it's got a little pocket and back, darling. And this is a card that I made with a Sweet November stamp. So with all these little angels, they're just darling. I put a ton of Avery L shimmer spray on it. I think it was toward the end of the bottle, and it went on thick. So I think I got a little spray happy, but it turned out okay. It's kind of a cute little card. And Anyway, those are some great little things. I will be showing some more over on Instagram or somewhere later this week because we are wrapping up our time with them. Did I break anything? I changed back. We are wrapping up our time with them, so I want to make sure that you guys know how cool they are, and to remind you, if you are making some crafting purchase, please consider using our spin sponsors. We are starting to fill up our spin sponsor roster for the new year. So it's going to continue, as far as we know, it's going to be a continuing program. So we do remember that we are not sponsored by these corporate craft companies. That's just a gift for you guys. All right, so let's go down to mail call because I have a BUNCH bunch. Maybe that should be BUNNCH. This is my buddy in Trading Post, Kansas. Sent me this cute little card. Look at she has all these layers. I'm not going to spend much time on all these because they're so good, but it's a shame. But, I might do a throwdown version on Instagram so you can see them a little better. But that's from Aline, and it's really cute. Okay, we're going to put these over here. Let's see. That's a little letter to me. Here's one from Susan, and I didn't get it retied, but she had a pretty little bow on here. Susan, the one that I can't say her last name, Acciari. She did send me a really good information on how to say it, and I have to look at it. I have to study these things a lot, but look how cute it ties. It's just a Z folded back, a Z fold. Or no, that's not really a Z fold. Maybe it is. And put a little piece of paper, but this tie really makes it cool, doesn't it? Then double die here, and if you were a cactus, I'd still hug you. Put a little inking on there to give it some texture. Super crazy cute. I like those colors too. They're muted and kind of interesting. I like them. Got a real pretty one right here from Carol Bennett, who has she dates it and puts her signs it. That's a good thing. And it says hello. And it's got embroidery on it. Oh, this is like, this is too much. It's so pretty. Look at those. And then she's got gems in the centers. I think we could take lessons from all of you people. These are so good. That is just gorgeous. I don't think I've ever gotten one with that kind of embroidery on it. It's very, very pretty. And it is. You are right, Brenda Anderson. It has Team Orange and Team Purple representation. Oh, what did you do? What, I'm seeing something. Cordelia says, I got so many cards from the patron card list. It made her cry. Oh my gosh. So if you were here and sent me a card, thank you. No kidding. Isn't it just a wonderful little gift? It is it seems so innocuous. It seems so basic and so wholesome and surprisingly effective and such a nice thing to receive. Well, this sounds weird, but you know what, Cordelia? I'm glad you almost cried, or it made you cry. I'm glad you cried. Because that's cool. Well done, patrons. I'm proud of you. This is a card. You may recognize this. This is from our buddy Ardith. She sent me a little note and her card that she made on Craft Roulette. And it's so cute in person. So cute in person. She will be joining us as a guest host while I'm taking my hiatus. And Betty Penny and Amanda Stevens are all super willing. And I just got emails from them in the last 24 hours and talking about which dates they could do and things. And I open those up and I read their little notes and I just go, how can they be that nice? They're just so nice. So, Arda, thank you so much. Look at those pretty little Canada stamps. Those are fun. I like them. Anyway, I love it. I got something special from Grandma Gay this week. For one thing, I know she really likes me because she used some Disney paper. And not Grandma Gay, I said Grandma Gay, Vicky Emerson. And I know that she really loves Disney, so she used some Disney paper, so that must mean that she really likes me, and I really appreciate that. And this is a joy fold. Isn't that a great little card? I think it's super, and then a sweet darling note. And she sent me a little devotional that is gorgeous. And isn't this kind of nice that I open it up right to an Edgar Degas quote about art? So that will be well used, and I will enjoy it and think of you both, Grandma Gay and Vicky Emerson, while I read it. And thank you so much. Very, very precious. Okay, that goes in that pile, and this one goes in the to be used pile. I won't be able to put these all up on my door right away. There's too many. This is from Teresa Farrington, and look how pretty it is. She went real strong on using her paper. Gotta give her some props here for the orange. Yes, for the orange card base and the orange die cut. Orange sentiment, orange little doolollies. Love it. Thank you for the sweet note of encouragement too, Teresa. It's so pretty. It's like chintz. That fabric, you know, the old lady fabric that I like so much. Because I'm an old lady. But I've liked it even when I was young. You might recognize this one. This was on our Facebook page because it was a retro bonus challenge card by Patty Beck, and our retro bonuses go live now every Monday morning. They're automated. That's so cool. They're now automated, so you can find them on craftroulette.live under the patrons extras. You have to be a patron to find it, but then they go automatically also into the old episodes. So they are now, you can see them on old episodes, but you won't know where they are. So hopefully when you do a bonus retro challenge, you will go ahead and put it in the Facebook group too, because it's really cute. And it would be a sad, sad thing not for everybody to see and enjoy. And she also sent me a little die, which was very, very thoughtful. Daffodils. I love daffodils. And she says, "You can't scare me. I'm a teacher." I love that post-it. Isn't it the truth? It's so true, but super cute. Thank you so much, Miss Patty. She's our leader also in the bonus retro card challenge. Even though it's not a challenge, she's in there, but you guys can still catch her. I think. I don't know. She does it all the time. Yes, it was a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. Perfect. This was from Miss Merib Youngblood and Pita. Look what happens. Remember when we were all afraid of explosion cards? She made one. And she's got these cute little birds. And then she just stuck the little note, and I hadn't thought of that, but she just stuck a little note inside the explosion card, complete with another little birdie. Pita must have had to hold Pita Cat away while she made that cute little card. It's very pretty, Miss Mary. Thank you so much. Come on. I wish I could send cards back to you. I know I won't get it done, but big card hug from me. This one is from Jeannie Birch. I knew her when I was a Close to My Heart consultant. She is a nice gal that lives in Ohio. And we kind of lost track of each other when it's like Close to My Heart, but she sent me this sweet little card full of sunshine, happiness all the ways. Very, very sweet to be remembered by you, Miss Jeannie. She is just such a nice lady in Columbus, Ohio. And I do miss hanging out and talking cards with you. So come on over, Miss Jeannie. If you're watching the show, stay. We're friendly. Lou Ann Johnson sent this pretty. It's got that 3D embossing and a white die and some ombre stamping kind of thing. It's cool. Very pretty black and white sentiment. Sweet. Look, it's even pretty on the inside. Very, very darling note. Thank you so much. I went over and had to wait for something to open today. So I went to the post office. First, I went to the post office and they said, "Are you late?" I really wasn't, but I said, "Well, no, I think I'm okay." But so I went to the post office box then and I pulled out this pile of cards and I went back in and said, "Look what I got." And the Mika said, "Are those all yours?" I said, "Yes, they are." Oh my goodness. These are okay. So you're giving me the secrets of this card. It's Versamark stamping with eyeshadow rubbed in. Well, and it just doesn't, the eyeshadow doesn't stick where the Versamark's not. I must try that. That's very fun, Luann. I feel like I've gotten secret information now. That's cool. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Paula Rice sent this bright and bold card. Wow, that would brighten up anybody's day. Oh, I know. So I was sitting in the car waiting for this other place to open. And so I sat there and just read my cards. And it was, I was talking and laughing out loud in my car. And I was going, "Oh my gosh, that's so cute." And, "Oh, that's so sweet." And I thought, wonder if anybody sees me. They're going to call the loony bin. But it's okay. I'll just show them my cards. They'll get sidetracked and go, "Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so sweet." Now we get you a whole lot. So anyway, this is from Paula Rice, and she's a new viewer. She's only been with us 11 weeks. She even knows how many weeks, but 11 weeks she's been with us, and that was very kind of you to remember me and send me a sweet, pretty card. Very pretty. Look at, we got some strong orange and purple going on there. Gotta love that. And he's just hiding there, but look how cute that little bug is on there. This is a nice little technique, just makes it look kind of like a bag, doesn't it? Remember when, I think maybe we had, this might have been your card for Saks. I'm kind of thinking it was. Well, thank you, Paula, and welcome to Craft Roulette. We're so glad to have you. And I'm so glad you're having a good time. That is a big honking card. Sue Kramer sent me something pretty. Look how pretty that is. It's got some darker and lighter things going on in the background. She's got some pretty silvery thread there. A little sentiment banner with another sentiment banner on top of it. Very, very muted and elegant and pretty. And then she carried it on into the inside with the ginkgo leaves. Those are ginkgo leaves. And made it very, very sweet and precious. Those kind of stamps they have a texture to them, and I think they're awfully fun. They're just, they look so graphic. I like it. Thank you so much. I know, Crystal, they're all gorgeous. There's not a dog in the bunch. I like it very much, Sue. Thank you for your kindness. I left this on here because I wanted you to see how Linda Gorman put another piece of pretty thick cardstock on top of her card so that these little guys don't pop through. Sometimes these will pop through a thin envelope. And so if you just put another piece of cardstock on top of it, it will protect it and make sure that your card gets through without setting off alarms and bells. I don't know really what would happen, but that's a trick that us old timers know. And then another trick is to use a small square of foam or a piece of foam or a small thin, if you can get a thin like bubble wrap that's thin enough, it'll protect it too. And this card deserved protection because look how beautiful it is. It's gold embossed. She used some textured watercolor paper, and then she also used textured watercolor paper for her pretty floral cluster, and die cut it so it pops up. So that is one heck of a good looking card. Again, it's like chintz, like I love so much. It's beautiful. Thank you so very much, Miss Linda. And thank you for all your comments. She's also been sending me some real sweet comments. I appreciate you. Oh, here we go. This is the thing I was talking about. This little thing right here. You can get those from Amazon, but some of them are kind of thick, so you have to be careful. But those will protect your cards too. This is from Crystal and from Walworth, Wisconsin. And it says sheet load card. Look at her tiny, tiny writing. I had to get stronger glasses to read it, but it's beautiful. And this is a sheet load, and it's so pretty. And I'm so glad it's still fall so that I could get this something this pretty. This card wouldn't be nearly as lovely in the spring, even though it'd still be lovely. So, oh, hi, Mira. And then she also sent this fun little thing. Oh my goodness, my girls used to do these. They're so cute. I'm going to set that up in my studio and just enjoy the pretty colors. It just looks like a little quilt. Somebody must have made this up in a mistake. They made these little plastic things, put something hot on them, and they melted. But that way she protected her little pretty that was in the envelope. So thank you, Crystal. Another itty bitty gift. You are right, Grandma Gay. This card is in the gallery right now. Carol Sanquinetti, who has sent in lots and lots of cards. This is in our gallery right now. And the sheets are the quilts hanging up. And look at that. I didn't see that on the computer when I was looking at the gallery. But there's a kitty. That's really cute. I like that delicate, and she didn't sign it. She has the little verse in there and very sweet thoughts. I like this delicate little stamping, and then you really don't have to color that well to do that. You know what I mean? It looks great, but you don't have to worry too much about shading or all those things that intimidate the snot out of us. But she did do a little shading on the poles. And I wouldn't doubt that she's got a little more in there, but it's super cute. Hang in there. That's very cute. That's a great sentiment. Great way to use that. I like it. Thank you, Carol, for being a part of Craft Roulette for so long. And your pretty card. Here's 5K, our one of our leading ladies. Isn't that pretty? And I think these are like chipboards, except not very chipboardy, more like just printed cardstock or something. It's really nice. Fast way, but effective. Very pretty. And then she put it on that gorgeous, but it's so detailed. There's so many layers of texture here. There's a embossed background. That's the embossed background with some ink on it or something, chalk or something to make it colorful in there. This has got some, we just take apart these cards. Some vellum or something. It's thick with die cuts on it. And then she's got all these pretty gorgeous this cluster here is just super pretty. And then this die cut. And so, there's so much going on here, but it is just all fits together to make a really effective, pretty card. And let me remind everybody, I do feel fine. I feel this is one of those situations that probably people wouldn't know they had this for, apparently I've had it for quite a while, but it's not something that you would probably know that you have. So I feel great. I'm going to feel bad for a while, but I know I'm going to feel better after that. So I think I just don't know that I don't feel great, but maybe I feel great now after going to the mailbox and getting all this love. So this is by Melissa Prisby. It cracked me up. I will always be here for you. That's kind of a creepy card, but I like it so much. So much. And then she's got a spider web with a spider there that's a loving spider. You know, you got to have a loving spider. That would just be awful if it weren't. But this paper has some texture in it. It almost looks like crinkle inkle, except very, very light, which is smart. Kind of makes me want to go, oh, let's do some crinkle inkle on the inside of stuff. But this is very cute how it peeks out. He's just right there. Melissa. This was one of those cards I was laughing in my car and wondered if somebody thought I was kooky. And I didn't care. So this card was from Nicole in Denmark, and I didn't want to unwrap it. I wanted to wait for you guys because it was like this is like a package. It's so fancy and pretty. And I'm pretty sure this also was one of her contributions. I think I remember, I know I've seen this before. And it's all wrapped up like a present. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So here we go. I should have taken a picture first. And then she's got it in a little plastic. And then she's got some little jack-o'-lantern confetti kind of thing that would go in a shaker. She's got Frankenstein, Tomb It May Concern You Are Scary. And there's so much. Feels like there's grit in it. It feels like sandy stuff, like a stone. Trick or Treat. She's got glitter going on. Scary bats. Beautiful little stars that had to be put on individually. Look at how then she adds these little doolollies around. Bet there's more. Does this open? Oh, I haven't read it yet, but there's more. But so thankfully she put this little arrow here. Do you think I'm smart enough to open it? Let's see. Here we go. Happy Halloween to all, and to all a good fright. Wow. That is something else, isn't it? Beautiful craftsmanship. It's like a decoration piece for the tables, you know. Oh, I just saw your show actually gets me to shop my own stash. I like that. I like that very much. Well, we got to open that like a present, and it was like a present, wasn't it? Thank you, Nicole from Denmark. That was super special. I tell you, you should be everybody is probably pretty jealous of my haul here, but I want to tell you also that I got this great big box for you from Debbie Morse in Spokane, Washington. And she has it filled with all sorts of goodies for the goodie bag. Really cool things. New York, a lot of New York things. Heather needs those. Project Life cards or something. Some beautiful jewels. Some more beautiful jewels. Travel things, ribbons, some beautiful flowers, some scrollios, some little eye candy football. Patrick Mahomes, here we go. And all sorts of great little flat stuff that I can stick in those stickopotamus. So I can stick those in more New York goodie bags for y'all, which I did go to the mailbox. You knew that though today. And oh, that's cool. And sent off everything from this week. So we're up to date. Wow, even a die set with the alphabet. And man, that's hot stuff. This is interesting. Really cool stuff. I've never seen anything quite like it. Oh, somebody's going to absolutely love those. Thank you so much, Debbie. All right. Whew. Pretty outstanding stuff, huh? Yeah. Thank you. Honestly, from the very bottom of my heart. Down to my toes. That was just a great little fun thing to go out and get. It was like little sunshine coming out of my mailbox. And I will enjoy those multiple times. I will keep looking at them and enjoying them. So thank you. So we got more to do, and it's already 10 after. We had a fun show. I think the parameters turned out great, even though Monica, I think, was about to leave when I said... what I said, sheets. But this was my card. I did end up, he's like under the sheets. And this was I made a card so many years ago that had somebody like that. It was a menopause card. So it was like, and so Tolstoy's my man now, but That was my card, and it was fun to make. So I didn't make that whole thing up right on the spot. I'd done it before. It's old hat, but I think it's worth doing. So let's go to, let me remember how to do this. I took a week off and I've lost my brain. So let's go to slideshow. Start show. Start that darn show. Okay, that's where we want to start. Let's give that a second to pop in. Something is on top of my wire. Yeah, it was a funny menopause card because it was like, oh, hot flash. Oh, come on, Smurf. Are you going to come in? The epic Smurf who is not blue. Is the epic Smurf here? Jay Thomas asked if it was the epic Smurf. I think that's who she is now. I don't think it's going to pop in. Oh, thank goodness it did, because it's so cute. There's Mrs. Bun Bun inside her little bed drinking her tea. She must be a little more coordinated than I. And I like the 3 colors plus the neutrals. I think it's a great combination. I think it does help us stretch a little bit as far as thinking, oh, that sounds like very few colors. I got to figure out how to use them wisely. But it also helps us to remember to use the different shades of a color and have to think it through on how to put things next to each other for most effect. And to choose that 3rd color carefully so that you have either a blendy feel or a really strong complement, or you have a little more contrast, or something if you need a little something lighter or a little bit something darker. So I think 3 combos like that, 2+, is a great thing for us to be able. It also brings in our thoughts. I like that. But this is cute. And the slimline was good too. I think you guys all did really well on slimlines. It's not my fave. I don't have a not fave. But if somebody said, "Oh, what's your favorite?" I don't think I'd say mini slims, but it's fine. I really like the way you guys handled yourself on all these cards. And Smurf, you did the epic Smurf. You did a beautiful. Oh, you are there. The epic Smurf. When you need to change your handle. So no, you don't. You don't have to. The epic Smurf who is not blue made something really, really cute. And life is all about the little things. Truly. Thank you. Lena Marie sent in a gorgeous card. Lena Marie, she was my first graduate from Fun University, which wasn't even Fun University. It was a consultant university that I made up so many years ago. And it had like 3 components, like business, self-improvement, and art, I think. And it was for my downline from Close to My Heart, and she was my first graduate. And anyway, it was great fun, and I sent it to the corporation, and that's another story. But this turned out real pretty, Lena Marie. She's a sweet, wonderful woman, and I just care for her so much. And I'm so proud of her that she comes up with these creative cards that nobody on this whole planet would ever think of. But she pulls them off and does a beautiful job with them. And she just makes everybody feel better. That's our Lena Marie. Well done. It's beautiful. Carol Bennett from Oklahoma. There's a color combination for you. Look at those colors. She went deeply saturated colors, but how striking are they? They're gorgeous. They're just absolutely gorgeous together. You've got a little bit of white in there, which kind of helps your eyes go, oh, that's where I need a little tiny break, because this is so intense. You know what? Some of the older 1940s kind of things were very, very saturated colors. And if I forget to tell you, I am doing, for the Fun Supporters Patron and up, on Thursday for your Fun University wrap up, there's going to be a lesson on grunge versus vintage and crossover. So get ready for that. But this one reminded me of kind of a vintage poster or something with the colors and the vivacity. I think that's a word. The vivacity of it all. And it's just pretty. I think it is a Christmas cactus and those cactus, they just kind of fall over like that, the blooms. But gourd, I love blue-green. I'm looking at blue-green to paint for the family room, and it's hard to pick. But gorgeous, Carol. Well done. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't you love when little kids learn how to say uh-oh? Vicky E. sent in this card. She also sent me the devotional, and I got that right. That's my mouth. Vicky E. from Washington sent this in. She was an early on Fun University when it was private, and she's also been a big supporter in our patron group, and she's just darling. She's just a darling. She really is. Anyway, she did Thinking of You with Love, and when I was looking at all the cards today, I thought, this is just so cute, the way and several of you did this, how you use the notebook paper, but you didn't just do like the center of the notebook paper. Oh, no. You wanted more pattern, more experience, more fun, more texture. So you moved it over to the left side where you grabbed the red line and the holes. I thought it was quite a good choice to do that because it does make it more interesting without much effort. And I think that's always a good sign of a card maker, to know how to get a lot of bang for your buck without a whole lot of toil. Not that toil is bad. There's a place for all of it, but I love it when people can figure out how to make a card and it doesn't have to be super, super hard. I think it's shy. Picasso would approve. He would think that would be brilliant. But really nice job on your second generation and using that stamp twice when it had ink on it. So you got those lighter bows up there, and really liked how you did the Thinking of You with one color and then Love in another. I think that's great technique, and I'm glad you used it and reminded me of it because I don't ever think of it. Well, maybe I do, but maybe I forgot that I thought of it. But I like it. Thank you, Vicky. Oops. We already did that one. Oh, Clara R. This was a very popular one on Facebook this week, and it's easy to see why, isn't it? It's really a good looking card. Winter Greetings, and she's got a polar bear on a sheet of ice. I didn't even talk about, anyway, you can see the parameter, sorry. Two-tone was just kind of a giveaway this time. It wasn't hard to do a two-tone. And a lot of it was in papers, and others were in shading, so it was good. But it's super cute. He looks so happy. I saw somebody, I think it might have been Carrie Rhodes, was doing a little reel, and she was using some fuzzy stuff on a polar bear. I thought that was really cute. I don't remember who the product was from, but it was something I used to have years ago, and I absolutely hoarded it, but then it kind of just got grungy. That will happen. Manna. I should have learned my lesson from Exodus, but I think this one turned out really great. Clara, I love the vivacity again of this card. It's a flocking. Flocking. I don't know. I was probably half asleep when I was watching it, but it's probably a flocking powder. And it was Carrie Rhodes. Well, thank you, Mary Youngblood. Yes, Carrie does great little videos. If you don't follow Carrie and you want to see cute ideas on making cards, she's one of our fave guest crafters. She and her dog, and who matches the carpet. And so do check her out. She does a great job. She really does. She's super nice. But Clara, this is beautiful, and I like it very much. It's just bold and pretty. All that white on there just really makes it stand out off of that dark blue, and you did a great job. Gwen Simmons. I'm saying Simmons. You said it. I said it both ways, and you said I said it right, so I'm not sure which one it was. But with the two M's, it should be a short I. So Gwen Simmons sent in this pretty easel card, and it's a mini slimline easel. She's got that beautiful blue-green showing off there with the sun medallion. I don't know what you would call that, but it sure is a pretty stamp. And then she's got some red in that sun, and her other color is purple. So a lot of color in there, even though it's just 3 colors. That's pretty effective. Sheets, she's got some music sheets. I think you guys did great figuring out sheets. We had ghost sheets, we had paper sheets, we had music sheets galore. We had sheets of rain and snow, and what else? Hanging out sheets. Oh, so many sheets. You guys were very clever with that. I didn't know my voice was going to get croaky, but that's very pretty, Gwen. And if music be the food of love, play on, indeed. I'm all about it. I was listening right before I had music on and was dancing around my room right before the show. I'll get over this someday. Amy Prather Smith sent in this pretty card, 45. Oh, that was another one. Cookie sheets. Look at that. Those were great. Patty Beck did that this week too with cookie sheets. And she's got mitten, her little cooking mitt, and some cookies. Great timing for sheets. For Christmas coming up, this just makes so much more sense this time of year than it would have in the spring, I think. I don't know what we would have done in sheets in the spring, but we don't have to worry about it. It won't be on for a long time. Maybe never. This may be the only sheets we do. But I loved this. And I loved that blue-green with the red. It really feels retro and cozy somehow to me. There's a lot of 1950s that has that blue-green and red, like the signage and things like that. And it just felt kind of retro. And I think you guys did a great job. Let's do one more. Well done, Amy. There's Susan, that's the name, that sent me the card with the bow that I didn't have tied. I thought this is a great card to go out with because it was so incredibly pretty. She's got 2 tones with the foliage, and she's got the 2 different greens. She's got, and also with the sheet music, a blending of it. The sheet music was a great, do you guys go thrifting for these things to get sheet music? I don't have any. And so I got to put that on my to-do list next time I go thrifting to start looking for sheet music. Because even though we may not have sheets as a parameter, it makes a wonderful, wonderful background, especially at Christmas. You can do all sorts of things. So I thought this was real pretty. Again, very vibrant coloring, and the metallic bells. Your placement. The bells, the colors, the blending. I just say kiss my brain. That's all I can say is kiss your brains. It's just super pretty. So, well done. Thank you, everyone and all. I think we're going to stop at that, even though we could do that all night long. We are going to go ahead and get busy with the Guess Who scavenger hunt. So you can see all of the cards that we just went through, and also the more at craftroulette.live. And then at 6:10 on Friday night, we had the pregame tailgate slideshow, and you will see them all go by slowly, but not too slowly, during that time, and you can enjoy them then too. Patrons still have until Thursday night at midnight to send in their cards. If you have an idea you're not a patron, join us, and then because you still have time to add a card. All right, the Guess Who scavenger hunt. We just started this in September, so it's pretty new. I've only done it a couple times. What we want to do is, the object of the game, if you are in the live chat but not the top chat, is to determine and make an educated guess as to whose card I am recreating or have been inspired by. This is from the current gallery, which is gallery 135, which you can find on craftroulette.live. When you think you know whose card I have been inspired by, all you have to do is put @ Fun University. It will light me up so I will be able to pay attention, and then add their name as it is written in the gallery. And then if you think it might be confusing, you can also, it would be helpful if you put their name as it's written in the gallery plus their location. If you are the first to guess correctly, you will receive an OG, the original Craft Roulette giveaway, which is a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. If you are the person who, just exactly like that, Patty Beck, you were a teacher. If you, what was I going to say though? If you were the person that I was inspired by, you can message me also, and I will send you my version of your card. So you have to contact me. I don't know, just do it in a timely way. You have to be live here to be a contestant. But if you're the card that, it just be in a timely way. Let's get this going. All right. First thing I'm going to do is I have a pretty little flower. And all the best. So you also have a Craft Roulette episode 135's website open, gallery, so that you can see which card, and there are almost 130, so you know your cards, right? So I'm just going to do a little sloppy painting. This isn't watercolor cardstock, because I always forget that, but it's not watercolor cardstock, so it's I don't want to put too much water on it. Some things just don't need that much stress. And I'm just dabbing on some paint. Now my card will not necessarily be exactly like the inspiration card, but it will have elements of it. I'm going to let that one dry. It will have elements that are familiar, or what I hope makes sense to and make you go, oh, I know what that one is. These are some old shiny foil tapes. Yeah, you can guess again. I don't want to work that hard not to say you can guess again. But I wouldn't just start with card number 1 and start guessing everybody. I think the crowd would go crazy at that point. These little sticky tapes are so hard to find the end to. Then I try to have a little piece of paper on them. That way I don't have to worry. No guesses yet, huh? So we have it's a mini slim, so that won't give you any help, because everything was a mini slim. And I do try to stay within the parameters. Sometimes I venture out, but I think this card is pretty much within the same kind of. I'm going to use, this is an almanac piece. Make it a little smaller. And I'll tell you, how paper has a grain and it folds more easily one way than the other? Paper also tears more easily one way than the other. 90-degree difference. This is not the good way. There we go. And put my stuff down here. Bonnie Swakowitz is a good guess. It's not the right guess. Remember to put that at Fun University so I make sure I see you. Gosh, I'd forgotten who it was. I'm glad I wrote it down on my notes. I think all the cards, they're all very inspiring. You don't have anything right now. This is an old sponge brayer. It's ancient. I just wanted to dirty this up a little bit. Make it for Monica, you know? Make it a little more grungy. Kate Wearer is a good guess, too. Doesn't happen to be the right guess. I don't want to use taffy color. I want something a little bright, a little darker. Keep those brains going, Amy Moore. Is it Card Monkey? Ooh, Card Monkey's cards were too pretty. She's made another one too. It is not, but she made it. The card that I chose was pretty randomly chosen. I did do a number generator, but I also reserved the right to look around near that generated number to make sure I can do a card that will work. But it is pretty randomly chosen. It's not because it's a favorite or anything, even though it's really pretty. Oh, we got some more guesses. Megan or Agnes? No. What is making you think those things, though? Tell us. I had a stamp somewhere. Somewhere I had a stamp. Okay, I'm going to put that on there, and something's going to give it away. I'm always kind of curious what make the almanac's throwing you off. Yeah, that'll do it, I bet. I just want some more little things. Then we can cut this out. Sue Kramer is metallic. Gosh, did you see those robots that Lou Ann Johnson posted? They were so cute. They were made by 4th graders. Here's a pro tip. See that guy? I do not want to cut him out, so I'm cutting him off. I don't know if that's actually a pro tip, but it's my tip. Let's see. Sue Kramer, Deanna Rockford, or Vicky E. No? Man, you guys are all over the board. I'm going to have to read your comments and have the website open to see what y'all you're coming up with. Renee White? No? Man. I thought I was going to give you an easy one tonight. I did miss everybody last week. It was kind of weird not to be here. Stacy Freer, Renee White, Heidi Ryan. Oh, using flowers instead of ornaments? I'm not, yeah, I could have, couldn't I? But I didn't. Really could have. Sounds like something I'd do, though, doesn't it? Rainbow Obsidian? No. Yeah, she's new to our group, too. I think this was her second week to send it in. Teresa Farrington? No, but she sure sent me a pretty card today. Gosh. Okay, here's something, too. See, this one, the way I stamped this one, it goes like this, but I wanted to get that just in the background to have some kind of noise, so I'm flipping it over. And I'm not going to put very good adhesive. Lou Ann Johnson, it's Monica's. Nope, it's not. That would have had, I think I would have pulled in a jar, but nope, not Monica's. Is it Mary Youngblood says, is it Mary S? That you can stop guessing. Yes, it is. It is Melody S from California. I said Mary S. It is Melody S's card. She's clear down at the bottom if you want to go check. And this was my card that I made to see if I could do it. It is Melody. Congratulations, Mary Youngblood. And oh, you got that too, Kathy Herring, but I think in the order of things, Mary Youngblood got you beat. But yep, Yep, you got it. Lots of good guesses, though. Were you just naming things or did you have reasons? Cecilia Ann, she had a pretty card, too. Yep, that's exactly who it is. The differences, there are some differences. The basic layout is very similar. We both used a mini slim. Hers had a real vintage feel, as did mine, I think. What else? Oh, I had something else out, didn't I? Where was it? Oh, I put it away. Oh my gosh, how weird. I'm always surprised when I do something like I'm supposed to. Responsible and adult-like. She did stamping around, like what I'm doing right now. She had stamps. But she had a blue line and a red line. I'm just going to use this. It was a cool card, wasn't it? And then she has a little red line on the inside of the blue line. And I'm just going fast so it will be sloppy and it'll be fine. I think I'll add a little of this into here. She had a lot of variation on her flower. It was very pretty, and they were holly leaves instead of whatever leaves. You know, that old whatever flower. And I think the gold on the background, I don't think it was actually on her card, but I think it was just on her stand. But it looks so good on her card that I decided to add it. So I did. Good, Sue. I like hearing that. Yeah, it does make you look at the cards differently, doesn't it? And isn't that a fun thing to do? It's kind of like craft roulette helps you look at your stamps differently. Because you go, okay, I'm looking for this particular thing. And instead of just saying, oh, where do I start? Now you start going, I got to look for this or that. And it's just a different way to look. So, oh, good night, Grandma Gay. Good to know you're around and here and doing all right. Tell Santa good night. But she had die cuts under there, but I didn't have anything like that. So I just used stamps. And I did a sentiment there. And then this one just says 100. She had a number down here, which I didn't have anything like that. So I just put 100%, just did the 100% on the stamp, not the whole thing. And stick that guy on. She had those berries, which I ended up adding with just punched out circles, like here. And I'll do that later, maybe, but and I don't have a sentiment stamp. So for right there, but that's what I will add to it. But there it is. This one's bigger. Anyway, that was my card, and then but it did have a very vintage feel. I didn't add any blue-green. Oh, I did too. No, that was right. There's her blue-green that she added, and I did that too. She used a bird die, same bird die, and I used that, so I had to hold that one off to make sure that you didn't see that too fast. I think hers was a sticker flower cluster. It was very pretty, and you saw what I did. I did a watercolor stamp. She did a stamped frame. I did a marker frame. We both tore the paper and inked the edges. And like I said, I don't think it was really, I don't really think it was part of her card, but I liked it. So I added the gold at the top and bottom. So those are my cards. And I did do like last week when I was gone, I talked about crafting up instead of cleaning up. So this was the negative area for the bird, and that was the same stamp that inside. Added another piece of almanac because it was out. Had the blue green. I don't know if I had the right colors or anything, but that was a cleanup card, just using stuff that was on my desk. So that is that. These are those. I'm Mary Gunn. You're fun friends. And we did it. That was fun. Those again, we had so much mail. It really went long tonight, but it was very great. And I'm going to get that your mug sent to you, Miss Kathy Herring, for being a member of the Mug Club. Very exciting to have our newest. That would be the fourth member of our Mug Club. So, well, actually, there's some other ones that won it, like April and Brenda and Anna. So, you're not fourth, but you're still important. All right. What else do we have going on? We do want to thank our wonderful patrons. Let's get their names on up there and say thank you to you guys. There are different levels of support that anybody can participate in. We do have a lot of fun over there, lots of extra information. Club fun, we have our play date Zoom call on Saturday. Looking forward to spending the day with you, or afternoon with you guys. Some of us will be playing the scrapbook game. The scrapbook game works. It's fast and it's easy. You don't have to know much about scrapbooking to succeed. And it's pretty cool. But that's our last Saturday of the month. We're going to be meeting together. Fun supporters get a little extra credit with follow-up information. I don't know where I already have it typed up for Thursday. I'm pretty excited that I'm ahead of myself. And then fun friends. Oh my gosh, each and every one of you mean the world to us. You're making it happen for us. Thank you so much. Each month we have expenses, such as even our gallery costs us money every month to have it because we don't use Facebook and we don't use. So you wonder why other people don't use our galleries like we have. Well, ours are programmed. They're written by a professional. Stephen is a professional programmer, and but we have to buy the service to use those things. So it's just all funny that it takes money to run a free class, but it does. So anything that you can do to help us means a lot. Plus, we just like to have a lot of fun over there and say, "Yay! Thank you so much. Here's a little something special." The card exchange is going great. Like Cordelia said, she got so many cards that it made her cry. I love making people cry. I do. It sounds so bad, but it isn't. It's good. It means you're happy. Oh, that could go bad. If anybody took that out of context, nobody's going to. But anyway, we do want to thank you guys for being a part of that card exchange. It is only for our patrons because we can protect the people involved then, so that people aren't getting out. That's why we took it off of Facebook, because it was hard to manage and was getting forgotten. And then we could no longer really give you the protection for your address that we thought was advisable these days. I don't think that's anything else I have to tell you on that right now, but it's a good thing. Please join us Friday for episode 136. We get to meet a new guest crafter, Roulette Bloom, who has the best name. And she is the owner of Ink on 3. Her main thing is lineless watercoloring. So maybe we can get a few tips on that, but we aren't really there for tips. But if you haven't started following Ink on 3 and Roulette Bloom, you may want to, so you can get a head start on understanding what she's going to be doing and talking about and where her heart is in crafting. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I kiss each one of you, but I've had this cold. I just don't think it's a good idea. And kiss my own brain for coming up with a card that I stumped you pretty good for a while. Thank you so much for the cards, the love, the appreciation. My life would be kind of sucky without you. Thank you for being my friends. We'll talk to you soon. Good night. Stay safe. How do I get out of here? I always wonder. There it is. A couple buttons away. Bye-bye.